Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Rochelle from Rochelle.Handmade.Designs. And today I am officially telling you guys about a new series that I talked about last week called Stash to Wardrobe. And this series is all about, I should say the theme, it's all about earning the damn hanger. Yes, you gotta earn a hanger, all right? So this is basically, I'm just gonna say this is basically turning patterns that I already own into real wearable wardrobe pieces, okay? This is not about sewing for the sake of sewing or finishing projects just to check mark it and say that I done it and I completed it. It's not about that, all right? So basically, if you have a pattern stash and you love sewing, then I'm just gonna say, slow the hell down, okay? Because by the end of this, you're probably thinking your closet feels disconnected because nothing blends, okay? It's disconnected from what you want to sew, what you want to do, because you definitely need to earn the damn hanger, okay? And it's probably disconnected because you're not thinking about what you actually want to wear and what you actually want to sew, because this series is definitely going to be for you. And by the way, let me pause for the calls for just a second because I just finished filming a video that talks about how to sew a massive year-long capsule wardrobe using the Venn diagram. So if you missed that video, I'm going to put it up here so you're able to see it. You can check that video out after this video. I'll link it in the description box below so you're able to see that video, okay? And it rolls right on into what I'm talking about, earn the hanger, all right? Now, here's the mind shift that we're making. Patterns don't just get sewn automatically. They don't, all right? They definitely have to earn the damn hanger, okay? So going into this, every month, I'm gonna be doing a couple of things. So I'm going to pick a pattern from the stash. I'm gonna tell you the pattern that I'm gonna pick from the stash, not in this video, in the next video. Then I'm going to sew it up and share behind the scenes with you guys. Then I'm going to style it at least 2 ways, all right? And then I'm going to give a final verdict and a pattern review. No mercy, no holds bar. This is not gonna be no fluffinator, AKA peanut butter and fluff. So we're not gonna put on top of some fluff, okay? We're not gonna be doing that. I'm gonna give you guys the real deal, holy deal. You get it? Okay. I'm gonna give y'all the real tea. So at the end of this, it's going to be, did it earn the hanger, or if it's going to be just a lesson learned? We'll talk about it, all right? So grab your beverage of choice, grab your popcorn, grab your notebook, pens, whatever you're gonna use to take some notes, and let's go ahead and get right on into it, because one thing that I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put this up on screen. It's just 2 or 3 slides, about 2 or 3 slides that I'm going to share with you guys on the series, because there's some rules that I'm going to put up for you guys to see what this series is all about, because y'all like that. All right. Now, before I go over to the computer and share the slides with you guys, let me tell you guys what I am wearing. I'm just going to say it's not a sew along for this. So before you even ask, is there a sew along? There's not a sew along for this. I did this a couple of years ago. It is a DIY Nordstrom $300 cardigan that I hacked, okay? The pattern that I use is Butterick 6328, I believe. And I just basically took it, kind of made some lines or whatever you want to call it. The only thing I forgot to do is put a zipper in here. So if I do it again, I will film it as a sew along and add a zipper. Now, I know you guys asked me, would I do it again? I may consider it. I don't know. I just feel like I only need one, but we will see. I don't know. If I do it again, I will film it as a sew along, but this is Butterick 6328. Now, without further ado, let's go ahead and get over to the screen so I could share with you guys The rules for this challenge: stash the wardrobe, earn the hanger. Let's go ahead and talk about it now. Let's go. All right, so let's get into stash to wardrobe, earn the hanger. So first things first, patterns don't just get sewn. All of them, we're gonna hope that each and every one of them going to earn the hanger. Now, this series exists because a lot of us, myself included, of course, we are great at collecting patterns, fabrics also, and great at sewing, but somehow our wardrobes don't reflect that effort whatsoever. We end up with like beautiful makes that sits in our closet untouched, okay? Y'all know what I'm talking about. So, stash the wardrobe is about closing that gap. And I sat and I thought about this for a while. I was just like, I have so many patterns that's on this dang list that I need to sew. So I need to create something that's going to force me to sew a lot of the patterns that's in my pattern stash. Why don't I just pull a pattern from the stash each month and sew it together and share behind the scenes once a week? All right. So that's how this whole series started. And I asked you guys, would you guys like to see me do something like that? And you guys was like, yeah. So I was like, all right, let me put some rules together to see how I would work this out in the schedule that I have. So basically what it is every pattern starts in the stash. Did y'all hear me? It's not going to start in a bag. It's not going to start off of simplicity.com. It is going to start from my stash. So these patterns must be in my stash already. All right. What that means is it has to come from my pattern stash. It cannot come from the prior season. Okay. Let me say that one more time. The patterns cannot come from the prior season, which means that I could sew winter 2025 pattern, but I cannot sew anything from spring 2025. As of the recording of this video, spring 2025 patterns have not dropped. Okay. So I cannot sew anything from the prior 3 months. As of the recording of this video, spring patterns have not dropped, but I would not be able to pull anything from that quarter, if that makes sense. All right. So every pattern must start in the stash, but it only stays in my stash if it earns a real place in my wardrobe. It means it has to fit my lifestyle. It has to fit my comfort level and the way I actually get dressed. Okay. So it has to fit those 3 things. All right. But it also has to fit 4 rules. All right. Now, to make this work, of course, they have to be some rules, okay? You can't just have a series stash to wardrobe without rules. Who does that? All right. So it has to meet 4 rules. So rule number 1, the pattern must come from my stash. No questions asked. Period, point blank, ... Now, this series is not about shopping. It's about using what I already have. So it got to come from the stash. Period. Don't rubble and tussle with me. It has to come from the stash. All right. Rule number 2, no impulse fabric buying. That means because you don't have it in your stash that quarter, guess what? You better buy it, which means you got to plan what you're going to make for the quarter. So you need to be planning 3 projects in advance before the quarter hits, okay? I guess y'all gonna be planning ahead of time because there's no impulse buying. You better buy before you start, okay? If the pattern needs a very specific fabric to work, that already tells me something important. You may not be making that pattern. That's all I'm saying. All right. Rule number 3, and this is the big one. It must work with my real life wardrobe. Not a fantasy version of my life, not a vacation or a resort version of my life. My actual closet, my everyday life, okay? And finally, Every pattern gets a verdict at the very end. Basically, if it doesn't fit my lifestyle or my closet, it doesn't stay in my closet, all right? It's no holds bar. It's no mercy whatsoever. We're not going to change that whatsoever. So if it doesn't fit, it's not going to stay. Point blank, period. All right? All right. So that's how this series is going to work. Okay? And just to wrap it all up for what this series, Stash to Wardrobe, is all about, next week, I'm going to share with you guys the pattern, the first pattern that's coming out the stash, okay? The week after that, I'm going to share styling options. Now, my goal is to style it at least 2 ways. If I decide to style it more ways, it's just a bonus. But I want to do kind of like a casual look, like a errands run or a casual look, and then kind of like a dress up look. So you guys could have, for those of you guys who doesn't like doing a dress up, for those of you guys who don't wear heels, guys could see a dress down look, a more casual look. And then for those of you guys who wears heels, you guys could see a dress up look. So 2 different type of looks. All right. That's the styling options. And then finish it off in the last week of the month as a final verdict and a pattern review. That's the plan. All right. So at the very end of it, I'm going to be actually telling you guys if it earns the hanger. All right. And in doing the pattern review and the final verdict, it's going to be, does it earn the hanger? Would I sew it again? Or does it go back in my pattern drawer or the trash as a lesson learned? I'm going to say, if it's basically not going in my closet as earning the hanger, if it doesn't earn the hanger, it definitely needs to go in the trash, okay? Like, why are we holding on to patterns that we're not keeping? Okay? It's just sitting over here wasting my time at that point, all right? So if you're sewing along with me during this entire stash to wardrobe, there's a couple of things that I need you to be asking yourself, all right? Number 1, all right? Don't just ask yourself, can I make this, all right? Ask yourself instead, will I wear this, okay? We know you can make it. Be confident that you can make it. You need to be asking yourself the right question. Will I actually wear this? You should be making things that you would actually wear, that fits your everyday lifestyle. So like, for instance, if I make something that doesn't fit your lifestyle, don't make it because I make it, okay? Make something that actually fits your everyday lifestyle, all right? This is how you will move from stash to wardrobe, one honest pattern at a time, one honest pattern review at a time, no fluff, okay? I'm not going to give y'all no fluff whatsoever, all right? Well, you guys, I think we made it to the end of this video, all right? That's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. If this video was educational, inspiring, and fun, you guys already know what to do. Give your girls a thumbs up on this video. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. Stay tuned for my next video. Y'all know that I still have one more. Yes, I said it. One more top that I have to make to close out Butterick 7071. And it is a print. Yes, it is a print. So I'm going to be using some form of a print. I don't know what type of print I'm going to use. I have done a gingham. I have done a polka dot. I have done a solid. So it's just game on to use a print to wrap Butterick 7071 up. So I'm going to be filming that this week. So you guys could see the sew along for view A, Butterick 7071. And then I'm going to share behind the scene photos with you guys. All right. Well, stay tuned for that sew along as well. Well, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Until next time, keep going, keep sewing, and definitely keep growing. I'll talk to you in the next one. Peace.